Hey guys, so this figure eight figure that I'm showing you here is called an analemma. And what this is over the course of a year, if you stay in one fixed place and take a picture every single day of where the sun is, at the end of 1 year, you're going to come to an observation of this figure eight that the sun's apparent movement makes in the sky. And so what this figure is called, it's called an analemma. And just to reiterate, it's a diagram showing the position of the sun in the sky seen from a fixed point on Earth over the course of a year. It forms a figure eight or resembles it. But so I was wondering if we could take this figure eight and kind of map where the seasons are, where the sun is in the sky at these times, right? And so I found this map of this analemma, but the person, I guess, who did it, they dated it. So every little sun has a date next to it, right? And so what I've noticed here is that you see right here, this is the autumn equinox and this is the spring equinox right around here. Okay, so if we understand that the March equinox or the equinoxes are characterized by having almost equal amount of daylight and night across most of the latitudes of Earth, right? So that's why it's called an equinox. It's equal amount in daylight, right? And so just to reiterate, as far as the equinoxes go, the autumn and the spring equinoxes mark when the night and day are most equal that we get. Whereas we have the summer solstice and the winter solstices, which are a little bit different. The summer solstice is the day with the longest period of daylight and the shortest night of the year in that hemisphere. If you live in the southern hemisphere, so if you live opposite to us, if you live Australia or South America, Antarctica, quote unquote, then this would be opposite. So that it flip-flop. So if we look at this close up, see how it has April here, but look at follow the color of it. Okay, so April goes from here and it crosses over March, February, January, December, November, October, September. Okay, and it crosses over here. Okay, so this is what I believe it's marking these pivotal points that all the holidays are surrounded by: Passover, Easter, Rosh Hashanah, Christmas. We celebrate these things. So the sun is heading, so let's say it's heading north, right? Then once it passes, let's say this is the equator. Once the sun passes over around this March 21st point, passes over the equator, boom, we have the spring equinox where the sun's light and day is most equal, okay? And then it keeps moving up and it goes through up to summer, and then we hit the summer solstice where we have the longest amount of daylight and the least amount of darkness, right? It's essentially the 4 seasons, and it's based off of the equinoxes and the solstices, meaning the equal amount of sun and daylight and the longest amount of sun or the least amount of sun. And that's for the northern hemisphere. For the southern hemisphere, it's reversed, okay? So again, if we're over here now, then the southern hemisphere is experiencing winter. So, and boom, that's the movement of the sun over the course of a year. And just for visuals here, it says that the equinoxes occur when the sun comes and meets the celestial equator. So if the sun is traveling this yellow line of the ecliptic, once it comes and meets this celestial equator, this green line, then boom, an equinox. I showed you guys the maps of them, how we have all these globes depicting the movement of the sun. Yeah, I would think every globe depicts an analemma, the movement of the sun. Oh, here we go, showing the sun's declination for every day in the year. Then I just wanted to show you a couple other pictures. This is from December 2006 over the temple of Olympian Zeus, an analemma. So someone, I guess, stayed there every day for a year taking pictures so that they could capture what this would look like after a year. This looks like it's over Greece or somewhere like that too. This is 2003. This is, I think, in Ukraine. 2007. I thought this was really cool because it kind of shows you how they're equal right around that point. How this is where our spring and autumn equinoxes would occur. This is where our summer solstice would occur, where we are now. And then this is where winter, Christmas, that time of the winter solstice would occur. Shortest amount of sun in our days, most amount of sunlight in our days, equal.